Hello and welcome, Sagittarius, for your reading for the month of November 2020. And let's see, what do you have for this month? Well, keep in mind, Sagittarius, you have Mercury, well, for some part of November, retrograde in Scorpio in your 12th house. You have the Sun, it's in Scorpio in your 12th house. Refrain yourself from, in a way, don't give too much information. Think about things that you want to do. It's like a reflection time, and pay attention to your intuition, your subconscious thoughts. Some insights, some clues might come. Yeah, and well, be careful with your health, and don't overdo it. It's gonna be, your nervous system is gonna be a little bit stretched to the maximum. Sleepless nights. Try to rest and take good care of yourself. Well, let's see, what do you have for the month of November? Well, for you, Sagittarius, well, in a way, good news. If you keep yourself out of trouble, if you keep yourself out of discussions, for example, with other people, especially at work, yeah, you have the Four of Swords, which indicates for some of you, Sagittarius, that you're gonna have to be taking care of your health, your mind, especially your mind. Your mind is gonna go overdrive, so don't well, depends. If they're interesting subjects, matters to think of, yeah, sure. But if they're nonsense and useless things, don't waste time. Yeah, because many of you will be dragged into discussions with your coworkers, where you work, or whatever work-related matters. So take one thing at a time. Reflect on things. Pay attention to your intuition. This time in November, I will have to say for you, Sagittarius, put on the piece of paper, what do you want to do? Yeah, what is the most important thing that you want to do to benefit you, to have things that you like, how your life is supposed to be? What are the most important things that you should attend and do things? If you concentrate your mind and your feelings, your emotions on what is important to you, then you're going to be spared this month of headaches, problems, annoyances, or setbacks. Yeah, but you're going to have to be very clear in your assessments when it comes for your efforts, your merits. Yeah, some people will say, if some of you, Sagittarius, you receive some benefits, for example, or you receive financial aid, for example, or the money that you make, or the prosperity that you maybe accumulated, or you are in a process to accumulate that prosperity. But there will be people there that will say, well, you don't deserve, you didn't pull your weight, you didn't do that much to deserve this. Well, only you know if you deserve or not, if your efforts are or were rewarded. Don't feel guilty. Yeah, don't feel guilty. But some of you also, this month in November, you're gonna have, some of you, moments of lethargy. You'll feel like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to put that effort. When you have the Sun in a 12th house by transit, because the Sun, it's in Scorpio, it's in your 12th house. Some of you will be very introspective. You will think of things. You will wish to retract, to say, you know what, I don't want to put myself out there. But when you do that and you say, you know what, I will step back, yeah, then you will pay attention to your mind, to your thoughts, yeah, maybe thoughts that it created some anxiety. And with the Sun in the 12th house, like I said, your nervous system is going to be kind of stretched to the maximum. You'll feel, some of you, agitated. If you take that time and you spend in seclusion, because the 12th house, having Mercury, the chatter, the thoughts, the communication, and it's in Scorpio, Mercury in Scorpio and the Sun in Scorpio in your 12th house, you will see things, you will hear things, you will be given some answers. Yeah, what are you going to do with that information? It's up to you. But if you're gonna receive some messages, some information that you will be willing to talk to people or to say to others, expect some pushback. Some people might not believe what you say. Some people will say, you whatever, something that will not be pleasant. Well, depends on you. If you want to divulge, if you want to say, if you want to talk about things, if you want to disclose some things, just pay attention to your intuition. With Mercury in your 12th house, you will say, you know what, I will not waste my time with these nonsensical things. I will concentrate my attention and direct my attention, my focus, into something that will benefit you. But be fair in your assessment. Secrets, information that you might receive, you will be the one deciding if this information should be given to other people, or you're gonna kind of keep your cards close to your chest. But in your workspace, some of you might have some good news. You might, maybe some of you, you're gonna have to work from home. But, well, I will have to say some of you might have some good results when it comes for, if you had some issues at work. Maybe some money was not given to you. Maybe you're not paid in time. Maybe this month in November, some of you, Sagittarius, you will receive some information that will say, you know what, we look at your case and we decided to reward you or to give you something that will be on the outcome that you want to be. And I hope maybe some of you in November, depends where you live. If you live in the United States, might be a little bit problematic. Depends in what state you're working. But some of you might either receive a transfer. They will tell you, we transfer you somewhere, or you're going to be put in charge with some finances, or you'll be put in charge with some, like department. I don't want to say like a promotion, but you will be given more work to do for a good pay, And if some of you Sagittarius, you write a book or you write something. Well, I think this month in November, it's a good month to put your work out there, or for others, for the peers to evaluate and see your work. And I think will be very well received. But for you Sagittarius, this month in November, it's a good month. Think of projects that you want to do, careers that maybe your career you want to change. Maybe you want to start working with someone like a business partner or associate or something like that. But make sure that if you associate with someone, if you will be bound by a legal contract, make sure that that contract and whatever you put in that contract, it's in your, well, not necessarily in your favor, but you will be covered. You will not be like you receive 40% and the rest receive 60%. It has to be a balance, a correct balance. And some of you might associate and form a partnership with someone. But be careful this month in November with your mind. Where do you direct your attention and focus? Because some of you, you're going to be pushed and you're going to be consumed with things that they're not quite important, or those things will create some panic. The Sun and Mercury in your 12th house for, a good part of November, it's going to anxiety, sleepless nights. You're not going to be able to sleep or to take care of your body, your health. Some of you might have some issues with the health. So make sure that you're rested, you have plenty of sleep, eat good food, because when these two planets are when Sun and Mercury is in your 12th house, the doom and gloom is coming upon you. It's that kind of feeling. So take as much as you can handle. Do not spread too thin, because with this transiting planet, people have a tendency to take upon themselves more than they can handle. If some of you, maybe Sagittarius, this month in November, you will think either to maybe fix your car, buy a new car, or you will think of a new mode of transportation. Maybe you will say, you know what, I'm gonna ditch the car and I'm gonna get the bicycle, or I'm gonna just take the bus or the public transport, instead of putting so much money or spending so much money on gas and taxes and parking and whatever that is. Some of you might think that, but be very, very careful with the Four of Swords and the Devil. It's like the mind is going on overdrive, and that is gonna weaken your body, your mind, and the desire to go forward and attack some problems, or to find resolutions or solutions or any of that. Well, if some of you wish to move, maybe some of you, either you're gonna have finally the resources to buy a house, or by some legal things you might receive, either you will be reinstated in the house or a home, or if you have some legal disputes about a property, maybe some of you just either you're gonna receive the house back or the property back, or you're gonna be given some money in exchange to. It's like when two siblings, they're fighting over the parents' house property, and one of the brothers will say, okay, you know what, you can have the house, but you're gonna have to pay my share, half of the whatever, the value of the house. Some of you might do that. But look over your things that you want to do, things that you want to accomplish, creative ideas, creative projects. And well, I will have to say, if you don't panic, if you don't get scared or live in fear about some matters, if you say, you know what, I'm going to take this risk, I'm going to risk this. Well, now depends. Each of you, whatever situation that you will be willing to risk, assess from different angles the situation, and then decide to take a risk. But this month for you, Sagittarius, is a good month. If you don't let that mind go bananas, and you concentrate on things that makes you happy, the things that you want to gather, it's a lot of thinking and wishing and hoping for financial stability for you guys, or material goods, or the location, or it's like to have a roof over your head and not to be living in stress that you will be kicked out if you don't pay the rent, or the tax, property, or whatever that is, or you don't have a job to pay the mortgage or whatever. So do things that, because you will have a lot of opportunities, things will come from nowhere to help you, but it's a element of risk there. So some of you might pull back and say, no, it's too risky, I don't know, if I wish I could see the future, if I make this decision and go towards this direction, I will land in a good spot. Well, there is a risk there, and some of you're going to be willing to take that risk, and you're going to be happy that you took that risk. Okay, guys, this is it for your reading. I hope you enjoy. Talk to you next month. Bye bye.